So tonight we'll be doing lots of Kirtan meditation. You familiar with Kirtan meditation? Yeah, so what we do, we focus on the sound of these yoga mantras. It's a very simple form of meditation, rather than have to run off to a cave and try and meditate for weeks on end, months on end. And anyway, it's really simple. Just focus on the sound of the mantras. Let it wash over your heart and mind, and you may want to close your eyes and just relax into it, remove any visual distraction. So so I'll be leading, and it goes back and forth in that manner, and so when I'm not leading, then you guys all follow, and I'll go for about 15 minutes, and then we'll do a guided session, and then a talk about the application of this process, and then dinner, and then a lot more kirtan after that. So yeah, all right. So I'm going to start off with a couple of prayers offering respects to my spiritual teacher. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimati Saraswarapananda Paramahamsa Iti Namine. Aja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaur Bhakta Vrindam. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana. Your turn. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana. Govinda Rama Madana Mohana. Gopala 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 Govinda Rama Madana Mohana. Haribo Nitaigo, Nitaigo, Haribo, Haribo, Nitaigo, Nitaigo, Haribo. Haribo Nitaigo, Nitaigo, Haribo, Haribo Nitaigo, Nitaigo, Haribo. Haribo Nitaigo, Nitaigo, Haribo. Haribo Nitaigo, Nitaigo, Haribo. Haribo Nitaigo, Nitaigo, Haribo, 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 Haribo Nitaigo, Nitaigo, Haribo. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana 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 Let's chant together. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana 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 Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana. One more time. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana. Cool. Thank you, everyone. Welcome to Sunday night. I'd like to pass you over to Amir now, who is somewhere hiding. There he is. So we're going to do a guided session, meditation. All right. Use that. Yeah.
Alright guys, welcome. So normally in this part of the program we do a guided meditation. I see some new faces. Welcome to Gokula house. So in this practice we are going to become aware of our mind, right? So mind is like a partner who is with us all the time, and we oftentimes mistake it and we think our mind is us, whereas it is not. So in this practice we are going to become aware of the nature of our mind. Then we focus on our breath, and then we do Gauranga breath meditation. All right, so let's get started. Sit very comfy for me, very relaxed. Shoulders back, heads upright, and gently close your eyes, please. So, our mind. Our mind is like a companion who is with us all the time. Even when we are sleeping, we see dreams through our mind. If you take no effort in practicing authentic mantra meditation to allow you tame your mind, by default, you should have an uncontrolled mind. And an uncontrolled mind can be sources of lots of suffering, stress, anxiety, anger, fear, etc., etc. But the good news is, you can actually realize the nature of your mind today and start adopting simple mantra meditation that allow you not only tame your mind, but also achieve wonderful outcomes in your life, such as giving purpose to your life. So we just do silent witness meditation to realize the nature of our mind, and then we focus on our breath and do some Gauranga meditation. Just visualize sitting in the bank of an ever-flowing stream. The stream represents your mind, and you are the silent observer sitting in the bank of the stream, observing its content. Just like the stream could be clear or could be polluted, so is the stream of your mind stuff. Could be clear or polluted. No matter how it is, it's not you. It's detached from you. Thoughts appear in our mind with a very high frequency. An average person normally about 6,200 thoughts cross his or her mind, which is equivalent of 4.5 thoughts per minute, which is a lot. Thoughts appear in your mind like bubbles that appear on the surface of the stream. Unless you want to latch on specific thought, the thought appears and disappears very quickly. The mind is a sitting place for millions of thoughts, desires, feelings, emotions, and so on. If we identify with the mind, we are like a person who is helplessly swept down the stream with the strong currents of the swiftly flowing stream. The good news is that we are not our mind. We are not our thoughts either. We are the silent observer of the content of the mind. This is a wonderful lesson to realize. you'd know that you don't have to go with any proposition the mind suggests, because oftentimes its proposals don't work to your benefit, just create anxiety, stress, depression, and so on. Question: how can I bring my mind under control? The fact is, you can't do it by your own strength. The wonderful news is, you can do it by adopting regular mantra meditation. We are doing one quick one now. It's called Gauranga breath meditation. And we did earlier Kirtan meditation, which is meditation along with music. So, in order to prepare for Gauranga breath meditation, we just focus on our breath. Please inhale through your nose, deep breath, and exhale. One more time, deep breath in through your nostrils. See how your chest and belly expand. Deep breath out, and see how your chest and belly contract on exhalation. Inward breath is refreshing, and outward breath is relaxing. We tend to breathe in through nose because nose filters the air, because there is a chakra at the back of our nasal cavity. So by inhaling through the nose, we are going to absorb chi or prana, subtle energy in air. Now we are going to add mantra Gauranga to our practice, turning this to the proper meditation, a complete meditation practice. Gauranga, this wonderful mantra, it's not a material sound. It's quite different from other sound vibrations we normally make. This mantra and other mantras we chant tonight are spiritual sound vibrations, having the potency of allowing us to experience union with our very spiritual source and essence. Gauranga has 4 syllables: Go, Ra, Anga. So shortly we are going to join the guys in the background, inhaling and then saying mantra Gauranga on the exhale. So let's listen to this next one, and then we join from the second. All right, we are going to join them. Deep breath in. Let's do a couple more. Alright, keep your eyes closed, and without repeating the mantra, just let the mantra resonate in your mind and your head for a few seconds, and washing away all the worries and negative feelings you might be having in your mind or your heart. Alright guys, please bring your focus back to the room and become aware of the center, people around you, objects around you and stuff. And if you like, you can gently open your eyes now and probably putting your palm together, creating some nice warmth and massaging your face. All right, thank you so much, everyone. This was our guided meditation practice, and I now would like to invite our dear friend Tadatmanadas to come and actually give us some wonderful words of wisdom about spirituality. So, all right, thank you so much, Haribol.
Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimati Siddha Swarupananda Paramahamsa Iti Namine. Siddha Swarupananda Paramahamsa Namine Gaur Karuna Swarupaya Radhe Krishna Prasthayate. Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana 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 Gopala, 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 Govinda, Govinda, Govinda. Gopala, 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 Govinda, Govinda, Govinda. Gopala, 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 Govinda, Govinda, Govinda. Hey, well, guys. Nice to see you here. Two things could happen. You either get a monologue or someone can ask a question. If you've got any questions about anything to do with your spiritual life or any question in general about spiritual life, could be anything, and we'll try to answer it. Yeah. I mean, you know, sometimes, you know, in your day-to-day life, you might get some idea that comes into your head that you're not quite sure, you know. So feel free to ask. We'll try to give you an answer. The thing is, in spiritual life, we don't make things up. It's nothing new. Everything in the yoga tradition is since time immemorial. That's going back a long, long way. Time immemorial. What people say, what's that? 5,000 years? No, longer than that. 10,000? No, further than that. Since the beginning of the universe. It's described how when this universe starts, how the living entities are impregnated into it. That's you and me. And we get to play here for a while. But as we come into this universe, along with us is given the information on how to get out of it, if you want to. How's that? This is known as Vedas, Veda, or knowledge. So the Yoga Sutras are within that tradition. So time immemorial means since the beginning. In our current age we're living in, people are generally very reluctant to receive authority of anyone. It's because we see that there's so much contradiction and hypocrisy going on. It's hard to put your heart and your faith and your trust into something. Yeah. There's always the fear you're going to get ripped off. And, you know, you should be on guard. You shouldn't just give your heart or your consciousness to anything or anyone, any organization or anything. You should be on guard. But having said that, there's something we should all try and understand. And it's something that was explained to me by my own spiritual master back in the 1970s. And he was saying how most people you meet will have some small conception of the absolute truth. They may have 5%, they may have 10%, they may have 80%. They may have, greater or lesser degrees of understanding in the absolute truth. He said, but the other percentage is total speculation. And he said, he was saying that in the yoga system, this is not acceptable. Speculation is not acceptable. We don't speculate. We don't say it could be this or it could be that. You have to be in the position of saying, no, it is this or it is that. Now that sounds very arrogant, doesn't it? But actually, it's not really. When you analyze, when you analyze, it's a point of reliability. The greatest authority you can receive information from is the divine authority, the absolute cause of all causes, the supreme. There's no greater authority. The analogy is given sometimes that you may have this child who has never seen his or her father before. Maybe dad went over to war when mum was pregnant and he's been overseas fighting, for 5 years or whatever. So you got this 5-year-old child and there's no conception of dad. There may be a few pictures here and there, but there's no real... The personality of dad hasn't appeared in this little child's life yet. And pictures can oftentimes look vague. I mean, I don't know about you, but I've seen a picture of someone and I've seen the real person and I've not recognized them from the picture. I mean, that can happen. So in this child's life, there is only one authority that he or she can utterly rely on, right? And that's mum, right? Mum's the supreme authority for that little child. When dad turns up at the airport or off the ship or whatever, however he's come home, mum says, oh, there he is. And that little child can know with firm faith, this is my dad. And off they go, Dad, are you my dad? Yeah. And off it goes, the relationship. It's a little bit like that in spiritual life also. In spiritual life, we must take the trouble to inquire submissively in the beginning where to hear the absolute truth from. What source should I hear from? So, yes, in the yoga tradition, the word guru is there. Guru doesn't mean just teacher. Guru actually, the literal translation of guru, if you really want the authoritative version, it means someone who is very heavily laden with love for God. How's that? Not just any old, like it's a loosely used word in our Western society, isn't it? We hear the word, he's the guru of gardening, he's the guru of this, he's the guru, she's the guru of that. It's loosely used, and it's very sad that it's used like that because it has a lot deeper connotation to it. Guru, heavily laden with love for God. So where do you find such a person? How do you know they're sincere? How do you know? Okay. You know because it's already there, how to approach, how to find, understanding the qualities of such a person. Such a person, he or she, first of all, they had their teacher. It's not that they just came out of the woodwork and said, God spoke to me, so now I'm telling you how it is. Join my team and you'll be saved. No. Any man, his dog can do that, you know. In fact, they do all around the place. They come out of the woodwork and make some declaration. Oh, I was spoken to by the Lord, and this is the path we should take, and da-da-da-da-da-da. And, you know, everyone follows like blind sheep, you know, meh, meh, after some horrible situation. Guru is not so lightweight. My spiritual master had his spiritual master. And his spiritual master, he had his. And it goes all the way back. It's called disciplic succession or parampara. Yeah. A line of disciplic succession going all the way back to the original cause of all causes directly. Krishna himself. There are 4 sampradayas on this planet, 4 disciplic successions on this one planet we live on. Our knowledge is coming through the Brahma Sampradaya, which in more recent times is known as the Gaudiya Sampradaya from Lord Chaitanya. Anyway, this is all technical. It's the point is we're trying to make is that it's not a light thing to accept knowledge from anyone. You know, I mean, I'm sitting here talking. You might think, well, where the hell do you get what makes you qualified to talk? And you have a right to think like that. The only reason I talk is because I've been ordered to by my spiritual master. Otherwise, I wouldn't bother. I wouldn't dare. Spiritual master, you become a disciple. I'm a disciple. My name is Taratmana Das. I'm a disciple of my spiritual master, Siddha Swarupananda, who told me that now I've taught you a little bit, your duty is to go out and help others understand what you've learnt. And so that's my business. Otherwise I wouldn't do it. I'm not qualified. I don't have any specific qualifications. If there's any qualification, it's simply that I did listen very attentively to the words of my spiritual master. So when he taught me the first part of spiritual life, guess what? You're not that body you're living in. You're the eternal spark of life temporarily using that body. Yeah. I kind of already knew, as most of us will kind of already know. But he explained it in such a way that it became more of a reality for me. You know, aham brahmasmi, I am spirit, I am not this body. My existence does not depend upon the existence of this body that I have on. This body finishes, I continue. And we're all the same. We're all like that. If you're in a female body, you're not actually a female. If you're in a male body, you're not actually a male. You're the eternal spark of life temporarily using that body. Just like if you drive a Toyota car and I drive a Mitsubishi. We don't relate to the car. Well, some people do. In our weird old society we live in, everyone thinks they have their cars. I'm a Mercedes. You're just a little Toyota. It's ridiculous. So that sort of ism, that sort of, you know, it's really quite ridiculous. People's self-worth is by the piece of steel and metal and glass they drive around in. I've got a Porsche. You've got a Ford Focus. I must be better than you. Well, how ridiculous. How ridiculous. They both end up in a smash. There's not much difference between them. They're just pieces of junk. So the same with our bodies. Some people get very proud about the bodies they have on. Oh, you know, I'm this, I'm that. I'm a PhD philosopher and I can, you know, you're nothing. We shouldn't be like this. All the negativisms in our life are born from this false idea that I am my body. you'll find nationalism, socialism, sexism, racism. I am this, you are that, therefore you're different. Right? It's not cool. So this was the first knowledge that I got off my spiritual master, in depth, in great detail, how we're not the material body we live in. Yeah? And it's the starting point of spiritual life. The yoga system, that's where it begins, at that point of realization. Aham brahmasmi, I am spirit, I am not matter. In the yoga tradition, there are three ways mainly of accepting or understanding knowledge. Three ways, and they must all be in harmony, otherwise you walk away from the one that's not. One way is Shastra, what is written, right? What is written. In other words, Yoga Sutras in our case. Other way is Guru. So whatever my teacher is telling me, it does not conflict with what is written. If I had a teacher that came up and started teaching me, you know what, the goal of life is to realize you are your body and to enjoy it thoroughly. You've been given this body, you're in this material energy, and go out and enjoy it to the max. Suck what you can. Now, if I read the Yoga Sutras, it's not saying that at all. So I would have to weigh that up, wouldn't I? I would have to make a decision there. Hold on, what you're saying is different than here. Sorry, I must reject you. I'm sorry. Don't want to listen to you because you're contradicting what is written. The third way you can always check is what is called the Lord in the heart, the Paramatma. It's that expansion of the divine that travels with you. As long as you're in the material universe, you have every living entity is traveling with an expansion of the Supreme, known as the Paramatma. So sometimes the material body is described like a tree with two birds sitting on it. You know, you're sitting on this tree of, the material body, and sometimes you don't know what is the right action, what is the wrong action. And you're that bird that may eat the fruit of the tree, but you don't know whether it's poisonous or you don't know whether it's going to give you good health, right? But any time you can turn to your friend and say, should I be doing this? You know, it's those times in your life when you go within yourself and you ask sincerely, should I do this? What path should I go? You know, and that little voice tells you, that little expression internally, it's very quiet, very subtle. And you hear it, but you go there, you go under your own steam anyway, and down the track you realize, oh shit, I knew I should have listened. I knew, but I decided to act independently. I think we all have this experience sometime in our life. Anyway, it says in the Yoga Sutras we do. Whether you've had it yet or not, I don't know. It's your business. But the Lord in the heart is the third place. If someone is telling me I am my body, it doesn't gel internally. If the goal of life is to enjoy this material energy and suck what you can from it, that exploitive consciousness does not actually sit right here, does it? I mean, you know. So these three things are in harmony. When Guru tells me I'm not my body, that I'm the eternal spark of life temporarily using it. When Shastra or Yoga Sutras tell me the same thing, and when the Lord in my heart makes me feel that way as well, I see it, I get a vision of that reality. Aham brahmasmi, I am spirit. This body may cease to exist, but it does not have anything to do with me existing. I will always exist, no matter what. So when these three things are in that strong harmony, you know it to be true. You don't have to speculate, you don't have to think about it anymore. And the more you follow a path like that, then you get more confidence in what you're hearing. You understand? So when we approach a bona fide spiritual master, in other words, a person who is not pretending to be a holy person, when we approach a bona fide spiritual master, after some time, a type of acceptance. It's not blind faith. It's not born of blind faith and stupidity. It's born of experience. I can rely that this person is not going to lie to me. No matter what. This person simply wants me to experience what they are experiencing. And that's love for God. So a real spiritual master, another quality is that such a person, he or she can change my heart from being a lover of matter into a lover of the Supreme. And this is indeed a wonderful thing. It's the greatest mystic power there is. Such a person can change my heart, my outlook on how I see things. Such a person is also what is called a charya. It means teacher by example. They don't say one thing and then in the back room they're doing all kinds of other nonsense. No. What you see is how they live their life. What they speak is how they live their life. There's no contradictions. Like so many of these so-called agurus, we call them, not gurus, it means. Running around with their female disciples or whatever, exploiting the hell out of them, taking money off people, off all their followers. Just bullshit, Don't follow that. As soon as I ask for your bank details, walk away. Love for God is free. There's no charge. You'll never find us asking for your credit card details. It's obscene just to think like that, turning it into a business, So spiritual life is indeed the most serious thing you can do in this lifetime, is to get into a path of spiritual awakening. This path is very simple in the sense that you don't have to join anything. You don't have to quit anything you may already belong to. It's not like that. All we're saying is simply add the chanting to your life. Take this chanting that we're offering and take it into your own life and apply it. I personally know if you apply it, there will be a result if you apply it. And that result is between you and the Supreme. But there will be a result. I like to use the analogy that was given to me many years ago, also by my spiritual teacher. He's describing how it's like if you're feeling cold on a clear morning. You wake up to the clear sky and you're shivering. It's the middle of winter. But the sun will come up. And if you take the trouble to sit in that sunlight, automatically you start feeling warmer. You don't have to believe it or not believe it. It'll just happen, right? It happens because that's the nature of the whole thing. The same with chanting. He was describing how if a person takes to chanting, if they just apply it in their life even a little bit, there will be a result. They don't have to believe it or not believe anything. There is a result. And the result is always very positive, very wonderful. You don't expect it. You don't look for it. Just simply apply the process as it's given. And the process as it's given is very simple. Please take these holy names of the Supreme and chant them with love. You can chant them with an attitude, if you like. You may not know the Supreme directly in the beginning. It doesn't matter. It's like a child, calling out for its parent. You say these names of the Supreme, from the core of your heart. My dear Krishna, my dear Gopala. Or if you're in another part of the world, my dear Alala. Or my dear Jehovah. It doesn't matter. These are all names of the same supreme original cause of all causes. They're all full of transcendental potency, all of them. Not that one is really any better than another, although one can mean a little more than another, but they're all on the transcendental platform. They're all on the spiritual platform. So therefore they are not different. The name of the Lord and the Lord's personal form are non-different. They're identical. So we know that by chanting, eventually, you will see the Supreme face to face. There is no doubt. And this is between you and him. It's not my business. It's not the business of any organization you might care to join. It's between you and the divine. It's totally private and personal. Each and every one of us has our own personal, loving connection with the divine. And this is the meaning of the word yoga. It means yoke, when the soul yokes up or links up with the Supreme Soul in love. And whatever path can bring you to that is a bona fide path. So whether you're a Christian, a Muslim, a Hindu, it doesn't matter. If that path can bring you to that experience, then embrace it. You know. What the chanting can do, why we emphasize the chanting, is that, well, why not? It's better to have my mind on the divine than on... I'd rather chant, for example, the names of the Lord than Jimi Hendrix, whose music I appreciate very greatly. Poor old Jimmy won't do me much good. Jimmy Hendrix. Or my own name. Some people get very proud hearing their own name called out. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's all temporary. It's all temporary. As soon as you get old, you know, they're not calling out your name anymore. And even if you get your name called out to your death of your body, then it finishes. You've got to leave the body behind, and the name that was attached to that body, you have to leave it behind. You know, it'll serve you no purpose. No, best to chant the names of the Supreme. They're not material sound vibrations. They're not from this material atmosphere. They descend from the spiritual sky for your benefit. And if you take shelter in them, then you will receive the mercy that they give. Lord Chaitanya himself, oh my Lord, you have hundreds of millions of names, and each and every one of them is invested with all your transcendental properties. There's not even any hard and fast rules for chanting these names. But as unfortunate as I am, I have no attraction to chanting them. He puts himself as one of us. And that's our position, unfortunately. We kind of know that if I sit there within the core of my own heart and mind and rest on the names of the Supreme, that you're doing something pretty amazing at that point. It's actually real meditation at that point. You're chanting maybe softly on beads, or just maybe softly in your mind, or even orally through your mouth. There's no hard and fast rules. But focusing your attention on the Supreme via his holy name. And so that's pretty much what we're offering. Chant the names, chant the names, chant the names of the Lord. In Kali Yuga, in this age of Kali Yuga, this age of quarrel, confusion, chaos and hypocrisy, there is no other way, no other way, no other way to achieve love for God. How's that? All right, we're out of time. I'll stop. We'll chant for a little bit, and then I think they'll be bringing some food out. And what will happen is that we'll stop and eat, and probably at about 6:30 or just after, we'll start chanting again till 8 o'clock. Take us to the end of the evening. Yeah? Okay. Namaste. Thank you. Gopala Govinda Rama Matana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana. Hi, well, guys, thank you. And let's eat and we'll get back to some chanting. Thank you. All right, we used to do a chant a while back. Everyone sings along. So, Madana Mohana Murari. Madana Mohana Murari Medana Mohana Murari Haribo Haribo Haribo. So we all can all chant together. If you need a break, just listen. Dana, Mohana, Murari. Dana, Mohana, Murari. Haribo. that time we were doing that chant, and we had a bunch of students from some yoga school, and they wouldn't let us stop. We just get on, then they go fast and fast. A lot of fun. Yay. All right. For you guys that were born prior to the 1960s, you might understand this tune. Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Madana, Mohana, Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Madana, Mohana, Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Madana, Mohana, after me. Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Madana, Mohana, Gopala, Govinda, Madana, Mohana, Gopala, Govinda, Rama, 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 Madana, Mohana, Gopala, Medana Mohana Gokula Govinda Rama Medana Mohana Gopala 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 Govinda Rama Medana Mohana. Right, we're going to do a chant. We sing it in English a little bit. It's the third prayer of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and it gives us the mood in which he's requesting us to try chanting, or what we should strive for when we're chanting. And those of you that know it, sing along with me. We'll do it twice, and then we go into a chant after it. Gopala Govinda Mahamantra. One should. Sorry. One should chant. One. Okay. Got it. 2, 3, 4. One should chant the holy names of the Lord in a humble state of mind, and feeling oneself to be Lord than the straw in the street. One should be more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all sense of false prestige, and ready to offer all respects to others. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy names of the Lord constantly. We'll just do that one more. One should chant the holy names of the Lord in a humble state of mind, and feeling oneself to be lower than the straw in the In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy names of the Lord. Constant Gopala, Govinda Rama, Madana Mohana. 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Gopala, Govinda Rama, Madana, Mohana. Gopala, Govinda Rama, Madana, Mohana. Gopala, Govinda Rama, Madana, Mohana. Do one more and hand you over to Jiva Krishna Das. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Radharani Shyaama Sundar Vrindavan Hari Bol. Radharani Shyaama Sundar Vrindavan Hari Bol. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Radharani Shyaama Sundar Vrindavan Hari Bol. Radharani Shyaama Sundar Vrindavan Hari Bol. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama,
Radharani, Shama Sundar, Vrindavan, Haribo. Radharani, Shama Sundar, Vrindavan, Haribo. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Very good. Right, guys, we've got Jiva Krishna Das to come finish the chanting for this evening.
Hi-bo, everybody. Just gonna keep on chanting for a little bit. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare
I only know one song. What? I don't believe. I know. 2 or 3 maybe.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Madana Mohana, Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Dana Mohana, Gopala, Govinda, Rama. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Dhanamokana, Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Dhanamokana, Gopala, Govinda,
What? 5. Okay. Do it.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare This is the worst part of the night. Sorry, everybody, we have to stop. What? I think he's standing. Look, JT's standing there with the tray. You're on the spot now, man, not me. No, I think that. Hey. Okay, just one. I'm going to do my favourite slow chant.
Let's try, and that's 1, 2, 3.
Just one more mantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, we can all go to sleep now. So namaste, everybody. Thank you to